Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Wheels Off-Road and the Scottish 6 Days Trial 2025. My name is Phil Haygarth. I'm a trials enthusiast, a classic trials rider, and an amateur YouTuber. And this is Mike Rapley.
Yeah, hi there, Mike Rapley.
Mike Rapley, a legendary journalist. And how many times have you ridden the Scottish 6 Days Trial, Mike?
Just the four, Phil. Only 4 times, but memories of them and thoroughly enjoyed it. But this year's Scottish, which comes up in a very few days' time, will be my 46th visit to Scotland.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, that's 4 times you've ridden it more than me. I remember going there in the early 70s with mum and dad and my brother. I remember watching Mick Andrews go up there. I think he was probably on an Ossa. I remember that. I remember on Pipeline. I remember great memories on my dad's shoulders there. It's going to be great to go back. Great to go back next week and catch up with. So I thought what we'd do, it's great pleasure to have you here, a privilege really with all your experience. What we'd like to do to say thanks to everyone for tuning in and thanks to everybody for giving us the time here today. We just thought that the community needed a bit of a live show, a bit of analysis about the Scottish 6 Days Trial, and that's what we're going to do. So who do you think is going to win, Mike?
Well, last year in the paddock, I did a Vox Pop. And I asked 114 people to name who I thought would be, who they would thought would be the winner of the trial. And do you know, Phil, there isn't one person said Jack Price.
Really?
Yeah, not one.
Really?
There was just about everybody else that likely winner, somebody named.
Yeah.
Of course, Dougie got, I don't know, I can't remember the figures, but I think it was 37.
Well, he'd have been good money, wouldn't he?
Yeah, 37 people said that, Dougie is going to win it.
Yeah.
And quite a few said James Dabble. 1 or 2 actually said Michael Brown.
Yeah.
And then quite a few came up with ridiculous suggestions of riders who, with the best will in the world, were never going to win it. But nobody said to me Jack Price. So it just goes to show.
Yeah.
I don't suppose for one moment that he was a surprise winner.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
every other name, Harry Hemingway and Billy Green. And,
I think I said Billy Green actually. Yeah.
So we'll see who's likely to be, or potentially, the winner this year.
Yeah.
I'm planning to do the same thing. So if you see me up in the paddock, leaning against the fence, and just stopping you as you come past, say, who's going to win?
Yeah.
I'll have a notebook in my hand, and we'll write it down, and we'll see who gets it right.
Right. Okay. So what about you folks out there? I can already see you out there. Hi, everybody. We've got 6 people watching at the moment already. You've got a thumbs up. Hi, Tom. Great to see you, Tom. Tom says Adam Raga's going to win. So well, wouldn't that be exciting? He's an outsider. He first did it 25 years ago. Do you know that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I was there.
9th was his best placing then. I think.
He was a youngster then, obviously. Since 2000 when he rode, of course, he's been a world champion.
Yeah.
Still very, very, very competitive.
Yeah.
I was watching a video earlier on a few days ago where he won a 3-day trial in Spain.
Yeah.
And it was a proper trial.
Yeah.
It wasn't big wooden steps and concrete blocks and all the rest of it. It was a proper
natural
trial.
stuff.
And he was so good on it.
Yeah.
Because it was non-stop and he was sharp.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
I think he's
well, he's so exciting that he's retired, and I was reading a bit about him, and he says that he felt that. Do you know that he felt that whilst he was on the world circuit, that much as he loved the 6 Days Trial, he just couldn't feel it fits the schedule.
I understand the reasoning why.
Yeah.
So I think it's absolutely fabulous that he's going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
one of the important things is
tell him, Mike. You tell him.
One of the important things is that he possibly doesn't realise how much his appearance will be appreciated.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
So many people say, "Oh, why can't Tony Boo come? Why can't Tony Boo come?"
Yeah.
And I understand the reasoning why. Yeah. But if Tony Boo ever turned up.
It would be fantastic.
It would be fantastic. It would be fantastic for motorcycle sport.
Yeah, absolutely. That's let's move on. So that's great. So some other interesting new contributors this year that are worth a mention. Interesting to see that we've obviously with Harry Hemingway. Harry's not a new contributor, but his brother George is coming. His name's on the list. I think he's coming along.
Well, if his name's on the list, I haven't looked at it that closely, but if it's on the list.
And also another brother partnership, Alfie Lampkin, I think, is bringing his brother along this year as well.
Fraser.
So Fraser, So Dougie's going to have his hands full, because no matter what a steely, determined rider he is, he's at the end of the day a dad, and I know about that.
Yeah. I know I spoke to Dougie some while ago, and he was running around a hillside and making comments about he'd had to run around hillsides for his lads for so many years. And of course, Fraser is doing extreme enduros. Alfie is doing world championship trial level, trial 2, I suppose. These days. He's doing more running around and traveling all over the world than he ever did when he was riding.
Right, parenting for you. So, and also it's worth mentioning a few other people. I mean, just people that might not be winners, but Nigel Burkitt, he's back again.
Nigel, 52 goes at it.
52 goes
52 goes.
That's incredible.
You might probably know his way round now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then so that's the men. So what about the women contesters?
Emma is obviously going to be
Emma
the
Bristow
to take the best lady award. Alice Minter will be there.
She's changed to beta, hasn't she, from Scorpio, I think.
Yes, I think she has. And then there's what I call the regulars, like Chloe Richardson. And I think Alessia Robinson is riding as well.
I think she might be. So
there's plenty of competition. I think Emma has got them, almost certainly got the measure of most of the ladies. But
right. Well, okay. So let's see your feedback. Always tricky question for Scotland. You can never forget Dougie. This is what Stephen says. I think Mr. Agger would. I do think Mr. Agger would win, and I'm sure he'll give it his best. So it's great to see your comments coming, folks. Thanks very much. And this video will also go on the channel for future people to watch as well and contribute to. So, Mike, I think interesting. We've got these. It's so exciting. I love going. I'm going for the first time for the whole week.
46 times. Do you think I don't like it?
Yeah, you got. It's like the most exciting time of the year.
Oh, crikey, yeah.
It's brilliant.
So it's the only place to be in May.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and all the leaves have just come out on the trees. It's just fantastic time of the year. So let's just have a think about the route. So we were having a little bit of a look at that. And I've just got up on this screen here. We were just, thought people might be interested to follow the route. If you're going up there, Mike's got 40 odd years of experience going to watch. So do you want to take us through the 6 days?
Yeah, love to.
Big picture first. Is it different? What's changed over the years?
COVID signified a significant change to the routes. We don't seem, a loose term of we, you know what I mean, the trial doesn't seem to go much further north than Speenbridge these days. All the route up Lagan-Locks and Coir.
Difficult to pronounce.
Just gone from me. But anyway,
south of the border,
the routes of Forest Gate and the routes above Invergarry, I think have been lost. If not lost, they've been
land access.
Land access not available at the moment. But that doesn't make a huge amount of difference because the sections are still long and hard and very rideable and very cleanable by those who can do it. But for so many riders, it's a challenging week. There's no two ways about it. It is a challenging week. It's quite challenging week as a spectator, as well.
And as a video blogger as well. I'm going to tell you all about it at the end of the week. So I'm looking forward. So obviously, if it's not obvious, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover every day and give you live uploads. Internet permitting, I'll get them up as quickly as I can every evening. I'll do as much as I can for you. Won't be able to cover every section, of course, but I'll do what I humanly can. It's going to be Phil with his GoPro uploading in the evenings. So watch out for those folks. And then Mike and I, we're going to catch up, aren't we, a couple of weeks on the Tuesday and the Thursday. But so Mike, let's now focus in on the actual days as they unfold. What does the 6 days? It starts on on Monday.
You're at Monday.
Yeah. What we got in store?
First of all, to
Get it on my
everybody
screen as well.
who's watching this,
Yeah.
all the routes are now out and available to see on SSDT.org. So you can always, if you don't already know, that they're there and available to view.
Yeah.
Monday is very similar to what it was last year from a spectator's point of view, because I know quite a lot of people will stay up for Monday, being a bank holiday in England, not in Scotland, mind.
Yeah. It's a tough day, I think, Monday.
Yeah, all days are tough.
Yeah.
But there's good spectator viewing. Just as a recommendation, and don't by any means have to do these, Clackagh is a good place to go and see some action. Parking is reasonable there in that area. That's in Glencoe.
It's just off the main drag.
Just off the main road, but Clackagh in.
Yeah.
The sections, 2 sections on a scree slope of rock.
Yeah.
Not very hard.
Yeah.
But a good section to watch riders.
Yeah. And it's in the basin of Glencoe, between the mountains. It's an iconic venue.
If the weather's
Really
great,
dramatic.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Great for pictures if you're a bit of a photographer.
Yeah.
Then also the riders do a loop down into
Glenetiv, isn't it?
Glenetiv.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they come out of Glenetiv, there's
that famous step, isn't there?
Yeah, famous step in Big Dars Burn.
I'm going to go. I'll be there with the camera. Big
Right.
Dars Burn.
Parking is not particularly brilliant there, but then they've also, where there is good parking, is the sections called Belach, and you can drive up the Forest Road and park up near the sections.
Right.
And then, of course, Lagnahar.
Right.
Lagnahar has got absolutely massive amount of parking in fields across the road.
Yeah.
The cafe's open in the village hall, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not far to walk across the road to see the sections. Great sections to watch.
Right.
And as I say, no problem with parking. And then if you are heading back home, back south, it's easy to get onto the road, either down to Oban or back to Ballachulish and home.
I just add in a little plug. That's a great summary of Monday, Mike. Little plug from my much more limited experience. Cameron Hill can be a very rewarding section.
Yeah.
Bit of a steep hill walk up there, but some really interesting steps there at the top.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
a great section to watch.
And also,
I will be there. I'm 99.99% certain I will be at Cameron Hill.
You'll see rappers at Cameron Hill.
Because the step is entertaining.
It is, yeah.
It is entertaining.
Yeah. And I also would like to recommend as well, for those that like the scenery, the section that's marked up. It's marked up as, I might have got it wrong now. It's the one that goes down Glenetiv. It's called. It's very difficult to pronounce. It's called Isa
Bode.
Yeah.
The club are not at all happy with vehicles going down there.
Take that back. I went down on my bicycle last year.
Bicycle, or even motorbike.
Yeah.
I don't suppose that's a great problem.
Yeah, take that back. I don't want to encourage people to go where they're not supposed to, but I did bicycle there, and I think that's probably okay. Yeah, so that's Monday. Do you want to think anything more about Monday?
No, I think that's Monday. We've got another day now. Following Monday is Tuesday.
Can I just ask you a question? Is it a rumour that the organisers sort of put a couple of big days on in the early couple of days to really sort of sort out the riders, or it's a hard couple of first days and then it settles, or is it just not?
No, I don't think so. It's just the way the trial runs, really.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never really heard that as being a suggestion.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think that Tuesday is going to be a good day. Or quite a hard day, because it starts off at Lianacan, which is always a tough place.
Is that the one that goes under the bridge?
Yeah, yes.
With the big boulders.
Where Anachmore car park is.
Yeah.
For the chairlift.
Yeah.
So there'll be 3 sections in there.
Yeah.
Well worth watching. You can get up early in the morning. First rider there for about 10 to 8. Witches Burn is a good spectator section, but there's only one sub there. And it's basically they start under a bridge under the road, few rocks, big step.
Yeah.
Case really, riders get up it or they don't get up it.
Yeah. So a bit of drama, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's parking like there?
Fantastic.
Right.
About 300 yards up the road before you get to Witchesburg.
Brilliant.
Parking up on a bit of an open fell.
Yeah.
And no problem parking there at all.
Take note of that. I think I'll probably go there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Good for your camera.
Yeah. No, I'll be there. I think I'll be there. Yeah. Excellent. So what have we got next then, Mike?
Well, now then,
Tuesday. Yeah, it's an interesting loop.
Yes. Now then, Arcade is accessible.
Yeah.
Until you get to about a mile from it.
Right.
Parking is poor. Well, it's almost impossible at Arcade.
Okay.
Because it's on a very narrow road.
Yeah.
But you can get to about half to 3/4 of a mile before the sections.
Yeah.
Good to take a push bike there. Easy ride, flat.
Right. Okay.
No hills. Just you can take the mother-in-law and she can ride there as well.
Brilliant.
And but then I see that there's two sections or two groups with 3 and 2 sections in them called Ruba Kiana Muir,
right,
and Ruba Kiana Muir B.
Yeah.
Now
they look interesting.
Yes. Now then, they were one of them was used
F&G.
2 years ago.
Right.
But they've obviously put another pair in, and looking at the map, they're close together.
Yeah.
And
they're next to the road, aren't they? They're next to the loch.
Yes, it's a very narrow road. It's just a loch side.
Yeah.
It's just a narrow road. It takes you to a farmstead out at the top of Loch Aig.
That might be a good place. You've got 2 subs there, 2 groups there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then also, when you come back past Arcade, there's a rest stop, which has got a section at the rest stop. Now, that is new. They've called it White Bridge.
Yeah, interesting.
Now,
you there at midday.
Yeah. Now, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But it's 2 sections.
Right.
And I suppose, rightly or wrongly, that being the rest stop, there'll probably be a burger van there.
Yeah.
And I think there'll probably be enough parking space to see your rider and presumably see some sections at the same time.
Fantastic.
Can't guarantee anything, but it just seems logical to me.
Looks like they've got a bit of moorland then over the moor from.
Yes, I don't know anything about that, but I think it's quite hard.
Yeah.
Then it ends the day at Upper Joachim and Lower Joachim.
Right.
Now I can tell you that don't try and walk out to Upper Joachim. It is a long way from the road.
Yeah.
It's possible on a push bike because I've done it.
Yeah.
Lower Joachim is about 40 to 45 minute walk from the road.
Okay.
Undulating.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Not too bad at all. And again, quite good sections with a decent rock step on it. I took a lot of decent pictures there about 3 years ago, and it's quite a good day for spectating.
Excellent. Okay.
At least I hope it is. I get the impression from what I know that it is quite a good day for spectating.
Goody good. Okay. So should we go on to Wednesday?
Let's go on to Wednesday.
All right. Let's get Wednesday a bit. Can you hear us okay there, folks? Give us a message in the chat if you can. I'm presuming you can. We're getting some reactions, so I presume it's good. Never done this before, this live streaming business. So anyway, it seems to be going all right. So give us a thumbs up or a message. Yeah,
watching or not?
We've got 9 people on at the moment and two thumbs up. But of course, people can watch it in their own time afterwards as well.
Right, that's good. Right, Wednesday. Let me just have a look at my. Right, Group B, Lower Mamor. That's very accessible.
Okay, this is a loop that just goes out, but over the Mamor type way, back to Kinlochleven, and then back loops round to the north again. So it's kind of but going south of Fort William this time, isn't it? Down to Kinlochleven again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Lower Mamor is accessible, and
Do they go down? Can I just interrupt? Do they go down Callart, which is the descent that the Super 65 will be going on?
Yes, you'll be going down there.
Well,
yes.
hopefully, if I make it to day 2.
Well, you're bound to get to the bottom.
Excellent. Yeah, great. And then so Lower Moor, good section, very close to the road. I remember that.
What are we talking about? Lower Moor. Yes.
Sorry, I'm jumping.
Yes, close to the road.
Yeah.
So no problem spectating there.
Yeah.
Then of course, well, there's Grey Mare's Tail, which is it says on the sheet that it's not spectator friendly, but well, it isn't really spectator friendly because it's such a tight place to get in, but it's accessible.
Okay.
Group D is well, that's Grey Mare's Tail.
Yeah.
Pipeline.
The classic.
Yeah.
I mean,
to be fair, it's barely worth watching on a modern bike.
Yeah, it's iconic, isn't it? But I mean,
Yeah.
it's just nothing much, is it, for a modern bike?
No, not
it's just
really.
a great photograph, but you know, yeah, nothing really. Yeah.
And then they go out into across Rannoch Moor. Oh no, mind you, we've got Lochield Moor.
Okay.
Yeah, Lochield Moor. Now that's a good section.
Yeah.
Group F. They're above Pipeline.
Yes.
If you're walking up the hill from the village up the hill to Pipeline, you go
up the West Highland Way.
Up the West Highland Way.
Yeah.
And here's a tip for you. I find personally, and I'm not much of a walker, it's easier to walk up the left side of the pipes than it is the right side.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And when you get to the level bit, cross over
Yeah.
and then continue. I find walking up is easier on the left side.
There you go. But this section you're talking about,
Lochield Moor,
yeah, there's a huge waterfall step. I seem to remember if it's the right one. You walk down from the track, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
It's very dramatic.
It's about another 10 minutes above Pipeline.
Yeah. Walkable.
Yeah. I walked it.
Mountain bikeable or something.
Oh yeah, easy on a mountain bike.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
And then really from that point onwards, it's not practical until we get back to Group J, which is Leanacan. Well, they've been there on Monday. They were there. No, they were there on Tuesday. But it'll be a different group.
Right. Okay. Oh, I see. Won't be the same ones, be different variations.
Yeah, almost certainly a different group.
Right. Okay.
Just further up the same stream, I guess.
Cool. Right. Let's go to Thursday now. Where are we? Get it up here. So what's going on Thursday, Mike? Thursday. Oh yes. No, you've got something to say about this, haven't you? This is they're going out west a bit now, aren't they?
Yes.
It used to be called Road Race Day.
Yeah, it used to be called Road Race Day. It's always gone out ever since I first went there. It always went out around the Moidart Peninsula. So, but this year it's not going out around the Moidart Peninsula. They're going out as far as the Forest Road, which takes you down the side of Loch Shiel.
Yeah.
There's not really much to see until they get back to what I call the bottom bit, below Glen Tarbert.
Yeah, and it's beautiful around there. It really is.
What a good section to go to is Achnalee, which is Group E.
Okay. Yeah.
Excellent parking there.
Right. Okay.
The section appeared last year for the first time in the trial following forestry clearance.
Oh, okay.
And a series of a really big, wide, steep stream that took a lot of cleaning to start off with.
Right.
But excellent parking there, easy to watch, and well recommended.
Excellent. Yeah.
Bellsgrove just before that is okay to get to.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you shouldn't go there, but this Achnalee, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I would suggest following the route round because the road is very narrow.
Yeah.
And taking in Lawdale Cottage.
Yeah.
What comes next? Camasna Croys, I suppose.
Yeah.
Milnameach, Kilmaloo.
Yeah.
And a new one, Loch Andoya.
Right.
I don't know of that one.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit further out, that one, isn't it? Beyond towards the ferry, isn't it, that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment. the one I think it's called that I'm not very good at pronunciation. What's it?
Milnam each.
Yeah, that's the iconic one with
Yeah,
the rocks by the
yeah.
sea.
Big white rocks.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a beautiful location. That is. I remember one time I actually cycled around that bit.
Yeah, I remember
lovely.
seeing it.
Yeah, beautiful location. I mean, I think, you know, it's all about landscapes and views as well as trials bikes. You know, you'll get to see some amazing places, people, if you go out and see this. And if you don't get to see it, well, we'll bring it you on the video camera.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that's
that's Thursday.
Friday's a big loop, isn't it? It's the one where they go big loop round. Oh, I'll just try and find it. Yeah, it's the one where they go up through Glencoe again and right over and across the moor. Yeah.
So I suppose being realistic,
it'll be 100 miles day this one, won't it?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Not a particularly easy day for anybody to spectate.
Yeah.
I suppose really chairlift is where most people will go.
Yeah. Top of Glencoe, basically.
Yeah, top of Glencoe. Gorton is good.
Yeah.
From a spectating point of view.
Yeah.
But it's a heck of a long walk out there.
It's about 3 miles, I think.
Yeah, it's about an hour walk.
Yeah. We once cycled out there. I remember you were on an electric bike and I was on my gravel bike, and I remember you came burning past me and I couldn't keep up with you. But it's a good way to get there.
It is. Yeah. I shall be pedaling out there again, all being well.
Excellent.
And unless you go to Furset, which is at
right round the top.
Right round the top.
Yeah, that's a long walk in as well.
That's a long walk.
Bit of a climb as well.
Yeah, rough walk.
Yeah, it is. There's no track really, no trod.
Well, it's a bit of a track to start off with from the parking area.
That's it.
It's a long while since I've been to Furset.
Nice views though. It's worth it if you're up for it. Because what I did last year is, from a kind of logistics point of view, you can go to chairlift, see chairlift, pretty much see everyone through chairlift, and then you've got time to drive all the way around through Fort William, all the way around to Furset, park up, walk up to Furset, and they're just coming in, you know, because it's such a long moor crossing to do that. That's what I did last year anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that's Friday. I mean, it is I always imagine as a rider of the 6 days, which I will never be now, but that I'm intrigued by that crossing that goes essentially from Bridge of Orkney right the way across to Furset. I mean, it's just beautiful.
It's a long while since I've ridden.
Train line goes there, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah. It's a long time since I've ridden it. But as I recall, it's a mix of very off-road and some good forest tracks.
Yeah.
Moorland tracks. I remember seeing some I suppose they were almost pet stags out there because gamekeeper was feeding them.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's a long ride out there.
Yeah. What's so intriguing, I think, is I mean, I just love, you know, part of it for me is I love the bikes, and you know, of course I do, but I just love the scenery as well. I love Scotland at this time of year, and the route goes. It also, I don't think there's any sections in Loch Rannoch this time, as they cross Rannoch Station area.
No, that's something else.
But they have had them in the past.
Really
amazing parts of the world, really.
Yeah, they just have disappeared. I've been out to them in the past, and they were good. But anyway, you know, you've got to look forward. You can't look back.
Yeah, and it's exciting. So let's look at Saturday, the last day. So it'll all go down. I wonder if it'll all go down to the wire.
We do not know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Often has done.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit different from last year.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit different from last year. Spectator-friendly section, starting off at Fast Fern, which I think was new last year, but I'm stand to be corrected.
Yeah, I think it was. I went there last year, actually.
You did.
And if you look on the channel, there is some footage from there from last year. It was very dramatic. I mean, dramatic to the point of, I saw some people having some nasty tumbles, but everyone got home safely. But
and then of course we go to they come back down to Trotter's Burn, don't they?
Another famous section.
The sections between Lower Fast Fern and Trotter's Burn are non-accessible.
Is Trotter's Burn worth a visit?
I like it.
Yeah, what's it like? Describe it.
Well, it ends up in a big step with a very difficult approach.
Right.
The good guys make it look so easy. You think, oh, crikey, wish I could ride like that.
Yeah.
But so many riders take one look at it, give it a go, crash off it.
Yeah, sounds like me.
some just think, yeah, this stage of the trial, I'm not going to bend my bike.
Yeah. This is quite narrow.
It's very narrow,
Yeah.
and it's got to get up to the big step.
Yeah.
It's got a really niggly little turn.
Yeah.
It's hardly anything. It's not as big as your table.
Yeah.
But the good guys just seem to have a knack for it.
Right.
Yes,
right,
I find it an entertaining section.
Excellent. Okay, great stuff. There's Trotter's Burn.
Then we finish off at Ben Nevis, of course.
Yeah, yeah, because that wasn't Ben Nevis wasn't in last year.
No,
and it's the famous group where I think Dougie Lampkin and James Deville had the final tussle, really. I think where between them a few years ago.
Yeah.
Someone's tyre came off the rim.
Yeah, that was the year I was the ACU steward there.
Oh, that must have been difficult. Yeah.
It
all went down to the wire, didn't it? Yeah.
It did, yeah. James Deville, I think it was possibly the last section of the group.
Yeah.
Tyre came off the rim.
That was it.
Tyre came off the rim halfway through the section.
Yeah.
And he fived it.
Yeah.
Went back, got it. It's common knowledge, so I'm going to apologise if we're dropping him in it. Put another wheel in or repaired it. I don't know what he did, I found out. But anyway, had another go at the section.
Okay.
And of course, it became common knowledge, as these things do. And I was called by the clerk of the course at the time. And we went and had a meeting in the Milton Hotel, myself as ACU steward, the Scottish steward, and the clerk of the course. And we had to. Well, the clerk of the course made the decision to say that his original 5 was the 5 that stayed. And cost the trial. But that's one thing with James. He's a lovely guy. He didn't quibble about it. He didn't make a fuss about it. And I saw him 2 weeks ago, and there's no hard feeling.
I remember he was very sporting about that. So I do remember how sporting he came across.
That's the sport, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's why we love trials.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a sporting sport.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
I mean, that might be a good way to sort of bring things to a bit of a close. We've been on for 35 minutes. I mean, is there anything else you wanted to add about Saturday or the route in general, Mark?
No, I think I would just emphasise the business of making sure you get all 4 wheels off the road if you're parking on the verges, and there's generally plenty of room on the verges. You might have to walk 500 or 600 yards to get to the bottom of the group you're going to see. But just respect the fact that you got to park neat and tidy, and but if you're in a position to take a push bike up, or even a motorbike, no off-road riding, mind,
just on the roads,
just on the roads.
It's
well worth doing.
Well, I think that's fantastic. I mean,
I'm really looking forward to us doing it again next week.
Yeah, Tuesday at 7 we'll do another live one, but next time we're in the north of England at the moment. Next time we'll be in Scotland, we'll be in Fort William. So Mike and I are going to do this on Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on Thursday at 7 p.m. So that's on during race week, as it were. And of course, there's also going to be daily uploads from myself. We'll be covering the sections. So I will endeavour to get as much as I can up as quickly as I can on every day of the every day of the trial. Bear with me. I'll be out on campsites doing it on the internet or on 3G or 4G or 5G, whatever I can get on my phone, to get the video up for you. Doing my best. Don't claim to be, the slickest of YouTube channels, but the enthusiasm's there, the coverage is there. We'll get it to you as much as I can do, and that just leaves me to say, life is too short not to watch Two Wheels Off-Road. So like and subscribe, Mike. Cheers.
Two Wheels Off-Road and a brew with a view.
Cheers. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's give us your feedback. We're going to end it now. We've been on for 34 minutes. Let's see how this one. Bear with us whilst we improve, and see you again next time, folks. Cheers a lot then. Bye bye.
Cheers now.
Bye bye.